There we are. Now we're in focus. Hello, everybody. How are you on this fantastic Saturday? We've got a couple minutes before we get started, but I wanted to show up here in case we had anybody arriving early. So let's make sure everything is working correctly. There we are. Now we're in focus. Hello. Oh, no, pause. Darn it. There we go. All right, so we've got a couple more minutes before everybody comes. I am super excited for today. And thank you for joining me on a Saturday. I can't tell you how much it means to me. And I know that it's not the work week, but I wanted to have your attention and get it ready for the upcoming week and everything that we have planned that I'll tell you about here in just a minute. I got my iPad here, so we are all ready. Yes, everybody is on mute, so you don't have to worry about that. Nobody besides me. Now, I can't guarantee that at some point in time during this, my dogs may bark because my guy left for a little bit, and there's no telling how quiet they will be. I know they won't be quiet when he walks in the door. So everybody can hear me, right? Go ahead and on this page below, oh, don't look at my nails. Yeah, I know, I haven't done them. Whatever, too busy. But on the page below, I want you to say, hey, that you are here, that you can hear me, and that you can see me, okay, before we go ahead and get started. This is such a great topic that we are going to be covering today. It came from, well, I guess I won't ruin the story, but it came from hearing from people and what they needed. All right. So instead of using Chatwing, I decided to use Facebook comments. And what you can do is you do not have to check the box for them to post on your timeline if you do not want them to. So you can just comment away on there using Facebook, and people can connect with you. So everybody that is attending this webinar right now can connect with each other if you want to, or you can see which one of your friends are attending as well, because I am sure that you probably know somebody that's on here right now. Now, before we get started, I want you to put away your distractions. I want you to really focus on what we are going to be talking about. Even if you cannot stay the entire time, we are going to have a recording that will be up for about 72 hours or so. So you don't have to worry about that. The Success Kit is something that if you don't have access to that as well, if you want to follow along in there, you can go to, let me think about it, genxo.co /success kit /the-kit. I'm going to type it. I'll type it in the comments. I'll do that because it's not on any of my slides. And somebody is mowing the darn grass. Go freaking figure. I love this liveness because you're literally in my office with me. I'm in your house with you. You get to see me. I don't get to see you, but I can read the comments. And I will be doing that fully towards the end. So throughout this entire thing, which I'm going to do my best to keep up with them, probably not going to be so easy when I'm talking, but I'm going to try to like keep referring back to it occasionally. So I'm Allie Rittenhouse. You can see my name below. I should probably try not to hit my desk since my microphone's on there. But I am an online business coach. And today we are going to be talking about how to set up a marketing plan for your business. One that works, that isn't overwhelming, that doesn't make you work on it 8 hours a day, that it is also really simple to implement. And some of you might already be implementing it as you are watching this or as you've been on my list. So we are going to go ahead and get started. I am going to pull up, last time I did this, I did not share it right, and people could not see my my presentation. So if you cannot see my presentation when I switch views, please leave it in the comment and let me know. That way I can remedy that before I start talking too soon. All right, so it's been a minute since I switched this. Screen share. With the entire screen. Let's go back. There we are. So leave a comment if you can see the presentation. All right, so I'm going to say hi to Tracy. Hello. Oh, well, I can't say hi. I just waved to the camera like I was still on the camera. But Tracy is actually local. She lives in Sydney. Hello, Barbara. I believe Barbara is in Michigan, if I'm correct. Julia is in Pennsylvania. We've got Jessica, who I believe is also in Pennsylvania, Catherine, Tekla, and oh, Catherine again, yay, awesome. So welcome everybody, whoever else is on here, if you want to say hey. Again, I know it's a Saturday, but we have a lot of stuff that we are going to be covering over the next 2 weeks, and I really wanted to kick it off right. I wanted to give you the information that you needed in order to prepare yourself for Monday. So I'm going to go ahead and get started. If everybody can see my screen okay. I know there's a delay, so I'm trying to not get too far ahead. Welcome, Donna. Awesome. She's in Baltimore. Okay. All right. So you are here today for the monthly marketing success kit. Now, I will say that this is a lot of information for online marketing. If you have an online business, this is the right place to be. Now, if you have a product-based business that is local or just an all-local business, don't think that you shouldn't be here, because there are going to be things that we are talking about, such as your social media, and how you can set up a plan that will help you stay consistent with it, as well as talk about Social 15, which is a great tool to help you stay consistent with your social media. So there is some great information that you're going to get out of the Marketing Success Kit. And then after, we are going to dive in, and I'm giving you the best free Facebook training around. So you are going to want to definitely stay until the end for that. And then I'm going to talk a little bit more about what's going to be going down over the next 2 weeks and how you are going to get to join me pretty much every day for the next couple of days, at least for the next week. You're going to be hanging out with me every day around the same time. I'm pretty sure the 3 p.m. works every single day, but we will be confirming that tomorrow when we send you out the info. You will be able to attend the rest of the shenanigans live using this same link. We will just replace the upcoming live stream, so you don't have to worry about, oh, what link is it? Where do I find it at? It's going to be this link. You can bookmark it. Anytime that I do anything live, we're going to be using this URL. So you'll be able to attend live. No problem. All right. So let's go ahead and get started. So this is me, About Allie. So if you don't already know, my whole story really of how I started my business 10 years ago started out like this. I was a high school dropout. I was a teen mom. I got fired from my job, and the first year of starting my business, I was getting divorced from that little hunk of man right there sitting next to our daughter. So it was quite an interesting, so the high school dropout and the teen mom, obviously, those happened years before the divorced and fired part happened. I went, like, Maddie was, oh goodness, she was like 2 years old or something. And I had started going back to college because, or not back to college, I started at college. I hadn't started it, but I got my GED when she was just about a year old or so. And then went to college, and I went for web design because I knew that the internet was this new thing. It was probably like 2002. I mean, for some people it wasn't very new, but for us everyday users, it was pretty new. And so I went to learn how to design web pages. And what I found was, it was that pivotal moment was really what led me into being able to start my own business. When I got fired from my job, I had stood up to my boss, who didn't think that I deserved commission, and he was just an angry man. And so it really empowered me to see that I had this ability to be able to create my own destiny. So that all started 10 years ago. I started my business and have not looked back since then. I got my start as a virtual assistant, and I was helping entrepreneurs run their business. And within the first year, I was working with international clients. Now, I'm from a really small town of like 20,000 people. My copy says there's more corn cobs here than people, which is probably truth. Maybe more in the country, like the county, but so having, this international business and being the single mom, it was a pretty cool thing. I did live with my parents for about 9 months before I moved out on my own and was able to pay my own rent for the first time in my entire life. I, obviously shared a mortgage and stuff with my husband, but I had never lived on my own or paid my own bills all on my own. So lots of exciting things happened by being able to start my own business. And from there, it has just been, it's been off the charts crazy. I've done so many things that it blows my mind every time that I think about it. I've won many different business titles, digital diva, online business coach, digital strategist, launch strategist. I really have embraced everything online and what it takes to successfully run a business. So hence the many different titles for the business. I I was running multiple online businesses for my clients for 5 years and running their launches, running their marketing, running their customer support. So I really learned exactly what it took in order to build a successful business online. I've helped people with huge launches, and I've had a few failures of my own in this great online business world. But I wouldn't trade it for the world. So now I can say the reason that there is a family picture on here is because my ex-husband is my new boyfriend. I don't know. We've been back together for 4 years now. And that is our daughter. And then our little pipsqueak Piper, our puppy, that's not even a very good current picture. I should have updated that. But she is adorable. If you follow me on Instagram, you've seen her before. And then the bottom right-hand corner is me at Living Dayton, which is a local lifestyle show that, really helped inspire me being in the camera more. In fact, about a year ago, I tried out for a CW Star competition. Things didn't work out. So you know what any entrepreneur does, I created my own destiny. And now I'm doing some local reporting for a newspaper / we're putting them on Facebook. And so I, again, have created my own destiny, by just being able to really just dive and take the leap. And being successful, it can be so many different levels, right? You don't have to make $1 million to be this absolute success. And I won't say that everything that I put out there is successful, because it's not. I've had many, many failures. But the thing is that when something does fail, I either look at it, how I can make it better, or I create something different, and I put something new out there until something sticks. Sometimes you just have to throw those spaghetti noodles on the wall until one sticks. So that is me. That is who I am. It's awesome because I have really, seriously, created my own destiny. $1 million ideas are a dime a dozen. Let me tell you, that is truth. The determination to see the idea through is what's priceless. And I talk to lots of women entrepreneurs, and it's a scary thing to put yourself out there. But what happens when you really follow through, when you create your own success and your own destiny? I mean, the universe is waiting for you to do this so that it can catch you and put everything in place. So yes. Oh, I must have deleted some slides here. That's awesome, Allie. Way to go. So real quick, I am celebrating 10 years of business. Yay. Awesome. And based off of what I'm going to teach you today, it has helped my business and my website reach over 150 different countries. So you better listen up. You need to know that this is going to work. And the reason that I created it is because I talked to a lot of women, a lot of women, and have over the years. And no matter what level they really were, whether they were making multiple six figures or whether they were just really starting their business out, they all lacked the same thing. And that was a consistent daily marketing plan that really allowed for them to put their business out there. So, it's this is why I created it. And this is what I'm going to teach you today. So it really does start with yearly. And your yearly plan is how you break it down into maybe your quarterly, your monthly, and then your weekly. Knowing what you want to achieve over the year is how you set your goals, how you know what you need to be working on when maybe it's a slow season. Maybe you're not launching. You need to know what needs to happen. So you want to start with yearly. This is what your year should include. And this is at maybe a minimum level. And again, you can customize this to fit your business, right? This is just suggestions that are geared to really help you be successful when it is time to launch a new product, or helping you grow your business every week by growing your list. So if you don't have a yearly plan, it's okay. We're going to go ahead and get you started. It's not a big deal. And, 2016 is right around the corner. So taking this plan, it may be something that you're looking more at 2016 rather than the rest of the year. You can spend the rest of this year, the next 90 days, setting yourself up for success for the entire year and really just having to put things in place and be there to help your clients. So having that yearly goal is uber important. You want to have at least 3 big list builds. And what I mean by that are 3 tactics or strategies that are going to help you add new leads to your funnel. So when we're talking about big list builds, we're talking adding hundreds of new leads, whether it's through, and I'm going to give you a couple of suggestions. Make sure you have your pen and paper ready. But again, all of this will be in the success kit for you to refer to, and we'll be talking, well, maybe not about the yearly so much this week, but we'll be talking more about the weekly. So for your possible 3 big list builds, you could do an online challenge similar to what you're going to be going through over the next week. You could do a free video series where it's a 3-part video series and people opt in to receive those videos. You could participate or host your own telesummit. Well, and really they're not telesummits anymore, they're web summits. And I'm not talking about the douchery ones where you're telling people that they can't participate unless they have a super high amount of leads on their list. I'm talking about authentic ones that feel good when you invite people and you don't have to worry about, is their list build big enough or whatever. You know that your list or your potential list that you want to grow wants to hear from these people, and that's why you're putting them into the summit. So there are good ways of doing summits. They don't all have to have a bad rap. You could host a contest or some sort of giveaway and have people opt into that in order to receive or to enter the contest. Any type of series, it could be a live web series, it could be a series of emails, it could be a course that you put out for a couple of days, possibly a new guide, maybe an ebook or a how-to document or even a list document where you list out your favorite tools. So those are some suggestions that you can be creative. You can even mix a couple, maybe a challenge with the video series or the telesummit with a giveaway. All of these can be created based off of what works for your business. And that's what makes this online world so fabulous. But you want to position yourself with these big list builds so that you are really seeing growth in your business. These also are, the big list builds are things that you want to put before a big launch, before a big event, before you are going to launch your new book on Amazon. It is, so important to make sure that you are maximizing the people on your list right before a launch. So you want to add them on there. You can nurture them through this big list build, and then bam, you can offer something to sell to them. So from there, then what I also would suggest is, and again, you can do this to whatever feels right for you, but I recommend 12 webinars per year. You can maybe do 3 during a launch, and if you launch 3 times a year, that's about 9 webinars. Or maybe you run the same topic over again once a month. But hosting webinars and having them are great list builds. You don't always have to sell at the end of a webinar. They can be great information for nurturing those future leads into potential customers, and not selling at the end of the webinar, but rather maybe waiting a week or two to offer them something. Or you can do them monthly. So you do one once a month, but run ads to them, share them with your list, get people excited, have them share it with their list to get people attending. So monthly, you can do that. Okay. I already said that. Moving along. Now I say this, and this means at least once a year, but definitely should be more than once a year. But I want you at least once a year. You need to host a big launch. Now, the thing with, having an evergreen business where maybe you're always running Facebook ads to a lead generator, so people are constantly in your funnel and having the opportunity to work with you. That's great, no problem. But you still should at least host one large launch at least once a year that is live, that gets people excited, that gets people interacting with you on a live basis. And every year, you should be creating at least 2 new freebies. When I say freebies, I'm talking your list builds might be, the challenge, the video, those might be included in your 2 new freebies, but you want to keep your business fresh. You want to keep people excited about what you're offering, especially people that maybe have been on your list for a year and are still on the fence about working with you. So having 2 new freebies a year is not only great for, having fresh content, but they're also great to be able to offer when you do different events, like maybe on another person's telesummit, or doing a joint venture together. Things like that could be considered freebies as well. And that's something that this is a little, it still coincides with it. It's a blog post that I'm working on. But when you are thinking about your year, think about how you can partner with people. Let's look at Taylor Swift, for example, and how Taylor Swift has really got it right. So you may know or not know, I guess. If you're on Facebook, you've probably seen the videos. But with her 1989 tour, she has been bringing other people on stage to sing with her. And I don't know, I guess you could potentially say that they are competition for her, but Taylor has embraced the fact that there is no competition. People are not going to listen to her on repeat 24 hours a day, right? They're going to listen to her and they're going to listen to other people. But she wanted to change things up for her concerts. And some of the concert goers had no idea what they were even in for, where she brought like 3 or 4 celebrities together. I think like LA or some big California, or maybe New York too. They had multiple people come on stage and sing with her. Now think about value added to her concert tours that she didn't have to do, but she did it, and with her competition. So when you're thinking about your yearly plan, I'm not saying go out, tap your competition on the shoulders and say, hey, let's collaborate together. But what I am saying is be creative. Maybe they're not a direct competitor, but maybe they're in the same niche as you, or they have a service that complements who you work with, which is maybe, for my case, would be entrepreneurs. And I have a health coach or a life coach or somebody like that that also wants to work with entrepreneurs that I could partner up with to really have a great collaboration in bringing their list together and my list together, and then maybe selling a product at the end of it. So your yearly plan doesn't have to just include you. Now let's talk about your month plan. Once you have your year together, I highly recommend that you get it's an at a glance yearly planner. So obviously it would be a waste of money to buy a 2015 one right now, but I would definitely be looking on Amazon Prime and getting one for 2016. And from there, once you know what you are going to do for your year, you can start to put it down on your calendar. Break it down into monthly. And I'm a visual person, so I like to use different colored markers in order to signify different events that are happening, like a webinar or group calls for my group program, whatever it might be. So with the breakdown of your month, you're taking what you just created from that year and you're basically inputting it into the dates, like looking, it's like not as complicated as putting a puzzle together. I mean, you are going to look at a list build, and then from a list build, you may do another list build that then leads into a launch. Or if it's a lower end product, you might just do a webinar list build that then sells into your product. But you want to put it all down. You also want to take a look at how many sales do you need per month in order to make your minimum and in order to make your, your high reach goal. And you might want to put it even broke down onto this yearly calendar where you might say, okay, the first of the month, you might put X amount of sales on it. Or the last day of the month, you might say, I need to make this amount of money, so that you're looking at it, you're manifesting it, and you're seeing it, because it is totally mindset. If you shoot for a goal and say, I want to earn $1,500 a month, and you're looking at it on your calendar, you're only going to shoot for that goal. But if you have a clear plan and you have a list that should give you the ability to reach 5 figures a month, having that number wrote down on each month's calendar will help you achieve that goal. Now, realistically, it's going to be hard every month to sell a $70 product and make $10,000. But if you put together the right package for your clients, maybe it's a $3,000 package or a $5,000 package, then you only need to sell 2 to 3 of those a month in order to reach that goal. So you want to put together multiple income streams that will also help kind of take the burden off of, I have to sell this many of my high-end package, right? So you might take $2,000 in sales at a $70 product, and then the $8,000 comes from 2 $4,000 products. That's a really achievable goal and something that you can shoot towards for your monthly breakdown. So you want to put that on your calendar so that you can be manifesting it and looking at it and getting in the right mindset. Now, mindset is not going to just bring in that money. You still need to sell yourself and you still need to sell to your list, but it puts that visible goal in sight for you. Now you want to fill in your monthly webinars. Start there. If you don't know the exact topics of what each webinar is going to be, that's okay. At least start to pencil in the dates so that you don't schedule anything else on your calendar when you are, when you're looking like at the future. Okay, I have a webinar, and so I'm busy that day or whatever. You don't have to come up with the title right now, but at least get it on the calendar. Now, one thing that you are going to learn from me is if you want to build your list, you need to be putting yourself out there. Guest posting, podcast, and getting interviews are a big thing for me that you need to be doing every single week. Now, I'm not saying that every week you need to be pitching yourself. What I am saying is that every month something needs to be happening. You need to at least get one guest post published and at least one podcast or interview scheduled. And that is at bare minimum. You can spend the first week of the month pitching yourself, maybe pitching 2 to 3 guest posts, and then maybe also sending 2 to 3 interview requests. As you get those booked, then you can book one a week. So you can book writing one guest post a week or doing one podcast interview a week as well. Doing guest posts and interviews are fantabulous if you don't have a really large readership or your own list right now, because you can tap into that website's list and send them back to your website to get your information so that you can grow your list and put them into your funnel. So they are 2 really, really great list building tools that you should definitely not be overlooking. If you feel like once a week is too overwhelming, then move it to bi-weekly for right now, but you at least need to be working on it. Now, something else that has to go into your monthly plan or your schedule is scheduling time for consultations. Now, I know, you're probably like, I signed up for this online business so I didn't have to talk to people, that they would just come to my website and give me their credit card without ever having a conversation from me and spend $20,000. Reality is that even over a purchase of $1,000, people want to talk to you, especially if they are coming in from Google or somebody's post online. They are not going to pull out their credit card unless they are familiar with who you are, or they feel nurtured enough, maybe through your list building series, through your webinars, or through your videos, in order to make that purchase without talking to you. But I guarantee that there is going to be a very, very small percentage of people that come to your website and purchase something for $10, $20, heck, even $5,000 without speaking to you. For my VIP day, it is $1,500, which, for the amount that you get, it is a great pricing, but it's not an overly priced thing, right? It's not a huge amount of money. And so I still have, I would say, it is well over 75% of the people that book a VIP day with me have at least one phone call with me before they confirm their date by paying. And that's just knowing they want to feel safe and secure that they are making the right investment for their business. So you have to ensure that you have time open for consultations in order to convert people over. That has to be time set aside on your monthly calendar. So you also want to, like I said, set your goals. You want to put those, but it's not just monetary goals that you want to set. We're also talking about list building goals too. So I have it that I want at least 10 people, 10 new leads being added to my email list every single day. And I would say for probably at least the last 2 weeks, we have been averaging from 20 to 25 new leads on my list every day. So you need to map out what your goals are for your month. Like, what is that big number of new people that you want to have on your list, so that if you are not hitting it, you maybe can reach out and get another interview or send another guest post, or maybe run some Facebook ads. So, which of course we are going to talk about later. And this is a great time to map out your weekly content for your own blog. Now, I hope that I don't get shot down when I say this, but when my clients do not have a huge following on their email list, I actually encourage them to have a couple really key blog posts on their website, but to focus more of their time on sending out guest posts and getting interviews and really building up that list. Now, I'm not saying neglect their list, but I'm saying if they have to choose right now, when their list is below 200 to 300 people, you bet your bottom dollar that I am telling them that they have to be landing interviews and guest posts and helping send them in the right direction. Now, in the Success Kit, there is everything that you need to get started with guest posts and landing interviews. So there should be no excuses this week of why you can't make it happen. I'm literally walking you through everything that you need this week, and you're going to get started. And there may or may not be the potential of winning some pretty cool prizes should you accept my challenges. So, yes, very, very exciting. Let's go ahead and see if we have any questions while I take a drink, shall we? Gotta love my noisy water bottle. Do we have any questions? You can go ahead and leave them in the comments. Do I have you so enamored taking notes? All right, we'll go ahead and switch slides and I'll refresh it one more time. We are about ready for the Facebook ad training. So if that's what you've been hanging out on here for, then we're getting there. Still have a little bit to go. I'm going to take one more drink. Noisiest water bottle, but it makes me drink twice the amount of water. I don't know why. And as a busy entrepreneur, your brain needs lots and lots of water. So let's dive into what really needs to be happening daily for you to be successfully marketing your business. Just like you should be moving your body every single day, you really need to be marketing yourself. You could spend one day a week doing everything, or you could break it down into manageable pieces every day, like I've already done for you and what I'm going to be walking you through this next week. It's totally up to you, but it's just important that you are consistently taking action. It's so easy to not take action when your business is busy and you are full with clients. In fact, we have not taken on any new clients since, well, I've taken on one new coaching client since May. But we have been booked full, plus we've been working on the academy and some other things. So I sold myself out in May, pretty much at capacity. And then now I'm just reopening myself. So, but the thing is that the whole time we were still list building, we were still running ads, we were still had freebies out there, and things going on that were helping bring people into the business. Now, I would say that I have not done hardly any interviews all summer long, but that was by choice. And, that's something that you can decide based off of creating your yearly plan and your monthly plan, your weekly plan, how you run your business and how you make it happen. So your weekly plan is really so much more than just putting up a blog and sending out a few social posts about it, and sending it out to your email list, right? There is so much more that you should be doing, and marketing is so important. I belong in this tightly knit coaching group on Facebook that is some very high-end coaches, and it cracks me up how there's only like 18 of us in there, but how many of them don't focus on SEO, which is search engine optimization. And It is so important. Even if you don't want to create a 7-figure empire, search engine optimization is how a really big majority of people find me. They're searching online business coach for women, and then they come to my website. So, I will tell you, okay, this is like the process. So somebody sits down at their desk and they're like, oh, you know what? I need to hire a business coach. And then they go to Google and they type in online business coach, or whatever, and whatever your business is. And then they come to a list of websites. Search engine optimization is what helps me. I'm either the second or third link on there. If you're near a computer, you can give it a whirl and see for yourself. There's a hilarious article about maybe why business coaches suck, but then my website shows up. How funny is that? Because I rock, and that is so not true, right? But so people come to my website, they then either put their name and email address into my form, or they go straight to my work with page and looking at how they can hire me. And then from there, if they haven't decided on a particular plan or whatever, what they will do is schedule a consultation with me. And then from there, I talk to them. I see what their problems are. I walk them through maybe how we can work together to help them solve that solution. And then the sale happens, right? So that's kind of the process of somebody finding me through Google. And that happens at least once a week, probably more than that. So search engine optimization is incredibly, incredibly important. And the more that you blog, the more that you get interviews, the more that you guest post, all of those things are search engine optimized for your business. Your name, your topic, what you're teaching on, what your blog post is on. So if people are searching for that particular topic, it's helping you rank higher on a reputable site. If, let's say, the Huffington Post, post something that you have. So, that's kind of an important step in your weekly plan. So let me just answer a couple of these questions real quick before we go any further. Yes, this is being recorded. I know it's Saturday and everybody couldn't be here. So it's totally being recorded right now. In fact, the way that YouTube Live works is this page will automatically have the the recording will just automatically be there. I don't have to do anything. YouTube converts it over. It's really fabulous. So yes, it is being recorded. There is a link. So can you show some examples of each plan? So if you missed the beginning of the webinar, in the chat, the live chat area, on this page right below this video, there is a link that I posted that says genexo.co/success kit. That link will take you to everything that we are talking about today, and it breaks it all down for you. Pretty fabulous, huh? Okay, so let's talk about the daily plan and breaking it down, or your weekly plan, which really is a daily plan. Kind of confusing, but whatever. So we've got Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Glad you know your days of the week, Allie. Thanks. I am too. So what starts off your week with Monday? Well, we kick off Monday with the Social 15. And what is the Social 15, you ask? Well, Social 15 is helping you take care of your social media in 15 minutes a day. And if you have a really large following and a lot of people to keep up with, you can repeat the Social 15 twice a day in order to help you stay really consistent and on top of the people posting on your social media. But it breaks down 15 minutes for you of social media and what you should be doing to help you stay focused, because you would not believe, I probably have some statistics someplace, the number of hours that are wasted every single day on social media. People not like, oh, I'm totally building my business on Facebook. No, you're not. You are playing around on Facebook, avoiding the task at hand of growing your business is more like it, right? Right. So social 15. Now, one thing that I also suggest is that on Mondays, you take care of maybe planning out the rest of the week social media, looking at what events that you have upcoming, maybe what's going on trending in your niche that you can also post about. And you might also, then post those, like, queue them up or whatever, or you just have them written and post them at your leisure throughout the week. Now, I will suggest that you do the social 15 every single day. So this plan really is to help you do this in less than 4 hours a week, right? That's in less than an hour a day. You should be able to implement what we are talking about for the most part, and that includes having the social 15 every single day. Best to start that first thing in the morning so it's done. You move on and you don't get distracted by social media. So then Tuesday is what I like to call guesting day, which really is guest posting. And when you are guest posting, like I said, on the first week of the month, you could be sending out 2 to 3 pitches. And then the rest of the Tuesdays of the month, you're writing and submitting those articles. Wednesday is interviews, and the same idea. You could pitch at the beginning or the end of the month, and then you can do your interviews. You can do your interviews from there on the rest of the days. Then Thursdays are newsletters. And when I say newsletters, it's like doing your blog, doing your recording. If you are a vlogger and not just a blogger, then spending Thursdays to work on that is the perfect time. My daughter is homecoming shopping, and she, of course, just called. Gotta love Saturdays, right? Okay, so Thursday you spend preparing your newsletter. I recommend sending them out Tuesdays, Wednesdays, or Thursdays because unless maybe you're sending it out a couple of times a week, or you're sending out to busy moms who maybe the best time for them to read it would be first thing Saturday morning. So writing it, preparing it, finalizing it on Thursdays, and then queuing it up for whenever you want to send it out. And then using Fridays as follow-up Friday. Follow-up Friday is not just for anything from the week that you need to follow up on, but also following up with any consultations that you've had in the past maybe week to 6 months, checking in with them, seeing if there's anything that they potentially need, or, whatever. So maybe they've changed their mind now, so sending that follow-up email is a good way to increase your sales. Sometimes the sale doesn't always happen right on the consultation. People need to talk to their husbands. They need to allocate the funds. There are a couple of different steps. So setting up your schedule and setting Fridays up to follow up with them will tremendously help you look more professional. It will help you convert more people to be clients, and so much more. Back to the social 15 too. One thing that I like to say that helps you kind of keep a catchy plan for your social media is by also breaking it down into Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, whatever. So let's say, like for my business, for instance, marketing Monday, tech Tuesday, talk Thursday, wealth Wednesday, fashion Friday, or Friday dance party. But having some type of kind of catchy thing that helps you remember when you are creating your social media at the beginning of the week, that will help you have a theme each day. So if that theme is for the entire day, it's going to help you while you're out and about, make more social posts, or when something like, triggers your mind and it's about that topic, you can save it, and you can save it for that particular day. So in the social 15, actually in the social section of the Success Kit, you will find suggestions on how to write your social post. You will find suggestions on how to write your blog posts in different ways, how to blog post, guest peer interviews or questions, all kinds of suggestions in order to really help you create everything that you need. With the social media, we suggest, quotes, questions, exercises, personal wins, personal story, anything that would relate to that day's particular topic will help you really stay consistent with your social media. I have found that my clients really enjoy having that piece and knowing like, okay, this is what I'm supposed to do today. Awesome. So that is really a breakdown of the entire process of what you need and how to break down what you're doing. So now I'm going to take, if there's any questions while I get my computer ready to show you Facebook ads. How does that sound? Who's ready for Facebook ads? Raise your hand. And do we have anybody else that is attending that has not said hello? I'll give you one more question, or one more minute to post some questions. I must be doing such a good job, eh? All right, so let's start talking about Facebook advertising. Facebook ads should be something that you have in your marketing plan, whether it's weekly or monthly. It has to be something that you are consistently doing. The reason for it is because it has never been so simple and to set up a Facebook ad to reach your audience as it is right now. And I am like let's look at this ad real quick. My Success Kit ad, which might be how you found me and how you got on my list. Now it's a little high right now because it is the weekend. But currently right now, conversions are happening at 72 cents a conversion. And that is great results. And I'm really thrilled with the way that is converting. Before it was converting at like $2.40 a conversion, I think. But now it doesn't have my relevant score, and my relevant score was 9. So that meant that people that were seeing my ad were the right ideal people that we wanted to see. So the ads area has changed just a little bit over the last couple of like the last week to 10 days, maybe 2 weeks. So that's why I really wanted to bring you here and kind of show you around the new area and help you dive into this. So you can see going across up here, everybody can still see my screen, right? I just switched from one thing to the other, so I don't think that would be a problem, but this is kind of important for you to see my screen to learn. Oh, great question, Nina. Do you feel the power or the social 15 minutes has to be orchestrated at specific times, or does it really not matter? So the social 15 it's about like communicating with people in comments. It's about checking out your groups and seeing if there's anything that you can comment on or help people on. So really, I mean, it doesn't have to be done at a specific time of day, but the goal is to really to help you stay focused and not just be out there without a plan while you're in social media land, because you know what's going to happen. You're going to get lost. You're going to waste a bunch of time and you're deviating away from the plan. So the social 15 is just there to be a guide for you. If you are on the Success Kit, when you open it up, you'll see it's just a general guide that will put you through the plan. So I think that was the only question. Hi, Cindy. Hi. Is it Chai? I don't think you pronounced the A, but I'm sorry. Hi, Candice. We got Nina too. Hello, Nina and Donna. Yay, yay, yay. Welcome everybody that is new. If you did miss the first part or any part of it, or you do have to leave early, the recording is going to be up for about 72 hours on this live stream link. So you don't have to look anyplace else. It will probably go down. Actually, it's not going to be 72. It'll probably be more like 48, because it'll go down when we update it for Monday's live stream. So I will make sure that if anybody needs it, that I can send the link to you privately before we shut it down. Okay. All right. So we're in the Facebook ads area, and you can see it's pretty clean and clear what you're looking at. You've got manage ads, account settings, billing, power editor, and tools. The first thing that I want to focus on is the tools section. This is where your audiences are created. This is where audience insights is, which I'm going to take you through really quickly and show you how powerful that is, that not a lot of people talk about. You've got your conversion tracking. We'll talk a little bit about that. Your pages, your image library, your images, that you've uploaded to use in Facebook ads. That's what's in that area. So first thing we're going to talk about is Audience Insights. Audience Insights is where you can come. It's kind of like an open graph search. So everyone on Facebook is what I always suggest clicking. And then from here, what we're doing is trying to find new pages to target with Facebook ads. So you would search the area that you are wanting to target. If let's say we're going to do women, we're going to leave it at United States, and let's just type in Marie Forleo. So when we type in Marie Forleo, what it does is it brings me up information about her pages and the people that like it. So it tells me that 17% are in this age group, 39% are in this age group, which is my ideal customers, and most of what all of my customers really do fit under. So that, helps me know that, yes, great, the people that like Marie Forleo that are women are my ideal customer, so I would want to target her. But let's also look at what else it tells me. So it tells me relationship status, education, and some other info. But what I really like is, yes, the page likes section will tell you what the people that like her page, other pages that they like, so that you can potentially target those people too. Like we target the Female Entrepreneur Association, or you might target Allie Brown. So that helps you see, and then you can see the top 10. So people that like Marie Forleo. They also like these other pages, like we target Sandy Krakowski too. Krakowski, I probably just said that wrong. Sorry, Sandy. But that helps me see a lot more information about people that I'm targeting, where they're from, their household income, house value, all of this information. Now, I cannot tell you, or I'd have to kill you, how Facebook gets this info. Just kidding. I have no idea how Facebook knows home ownership or anything like that, but they do. And it's really nice to be able to know that, because that will help you in your targeting. What I have done is I started my own Google document that I put all of the potential people that I want to target in my Facebook ads. So now let's talk about audiences. Your audience section is where you can upload your email list. You can retarget people that have visited your website or a specific page. You can create lookalike list, which I will be honest with you, I have never had great success with lookalike list, but other people swear by them. So you just have to test it out for yourself. I have better luck just straight targeting the people's pages that they like, and doing it by including multiple pages in there, which again, some people will probably be like, no, you got to do it in both ways. And so I know which people convert and which ones do not. So you can save custom audiences here in order to help save time when you're creating an ad. So if you create an audience here, when you go to create the ad, you can just type in that audience name. It will pull up in the ad and boom, ad created. So that is very, very, very helpful. Your conversion tracking is how Facebook knows that people got on your email list. Yeah. So it's really important that you have this installed. If you run WordPress on your website, it's super, super simple to do. And I will kind of walk you through. There are Facebook plugin or Facebook Pixel plugins that you can use to make sure that your pixel is installed on your page. That's a tongue twister. Say that 5 times fast. So you can see that these are working and they are tracking when people are signing up for my email list. So in order to create a pixel, you can see there's a green button up here that says Create Pixel. And what you want to do is you want to select the type of action that you want to measure. I always go with registrations. I don't know the difference between registration and leads, but you can see all mine are registrations. And then you want to name it. So this is just test. And then once you have your name, you click Create Pixel. And then you want to view pixel code and you want to copy that code. Once you have it copied, you are going to come over to your WordPress site. Now we have the Invisible Opt-in plugin installed. I will show you a couple good plugins here in a minute. So all I have to do is select all and paste. I'm not going to paste it in here, but I would just paste it and I would click Save Changes. If that's like for the whole website, right? If I wanted to, oh no, that's not what I want to do. No, that's not what I want to do either, because this plugin doesn't allow it. I will show you a plugin that does allow it. What I like to do is use plugins that allow me to put the specific code on the thank you page. What I love about ClickFunnels, and I'm looking for 100 people that want to test out ClickFunnels and have, well, that's we're not talking about that today, but I love, love, love ClickFunnels. And ClickFunnels allows you to really easily put code into your pages for Facebook or for pixel tracking. Same with lead pages and same with OptimizePress. You don't need other plugins. Well, OptimizePress, you do need another plugin. But what you want to do is simply go to Add New Plugin. and you search for Facebook Pixel. And you can see there are several. I always look to make sure that they have a lot of stars, and I look at how recently they were updated. Now, this is the one I think this one, the Facebook Conversion Pixel or the Facebook Page plugin. What I like about the Page plugin is that's one that allows for you on a specific page to put a specific pixel. Whereas this one right here, you just put one pixel on the page or on the entire website, not just the page. So that is really helpful in retargeting. It's really helpful to have it on a specific page to track conversions, for retargeting for sales. There's many things that I could go into of why, but I recommend using the Page plugin, or if you're using ClickFunnels or Lead Pages, you can just put it right into their system really easily. So that is, do we have any questions on pixels or audience right now before we dive into the actual Facebook ads? I don't have a checklist for Facebook ads, but that's a great suggestion to add to the success kit. So we may just have to do that. It pretty well guides you through. You can't really create an ad if you forget something. It won't let you. I mean, you can create it without the pixel. It just won't track anything either. All right, so let's move on then. If there are no questions, oh, okay. So before I also, I guess, get started on talking about Facebook ads, why would you want to use them? Facebook ads are great for an automated funnel, whether it's, just a nurture funnel or whether it's a sales funnel. They really work great. And what I really love about ClickFunnels and using them with Facebook ads is that you can very easily create A/B test pages, and ClickFunnels really does all of the work for you. You just have to set up the Facebook ad and send the traffic there. So setting up automated funnels is brilliantly awesome for an online business, because think about it. If somebody comes to Google because they are searching for a particular topic that they get sent to your blog, they have missed everything that you've offered for the last, what's this month? The 9th month. So for the last 9 months of the year, they've missed everything that you've offered. If you can put them into a nurture funnel or a sales funnel that takes them through it step by step by step through a Facebook ad, and then, retarget them, then it is consistently growing your business and giving you the ability to take on new clients in a consistent way. So you're constantly bringing people through the funnel that you then sell to. Oh, great question. What do you do for non-WordPress sites? So when you're looking at this code, and this is why you don't have to have a plugin on OptimizePress too, but it was a little more techy, so I didn't want to go into it. Most website builders have a section where you can post script into the head, between the head tags. Get your head out of the clouds there, ladies. But under the head tags, and so you can just paste that code in between there and it will track it on that page. It's a wee bit more techy, but you could find somebody on Elance or probably even Fiverr to do it for you, or a virtual assistant would probably do it for you for like I can't say, but I would guess pretty cheaply because it doesn't take but 5 minutes. So if you can find somebody nice enough to do it for you, that would, it's quick, easy, and painless. So let's go over to manage ads. Actually, we're going to go to the Power Editor. So we'll start with a simple ad. Let's do that, right? Okay, let's start with a simple ad. I used to tell people that boosting post was a no. But Facebook has changed things recently and allowed for boosting posts to be targeted a little bit better and a little bit easier to use. So we'll take a look at this one. This was a post engagement that I boosted. Well, let me see the ad. Okay, so this is what the ad looked like. I did this as a post on my Facebook page. We added a video to it so that we could also test out video view ads to see how well, because again, people rave about them, but I will say that my non-video ad still converts at a better pricing. It was about $2.50 to $3 a conversion for this ad versus the 70 cents that I was showing you before. And that 70-cent ad was down to 50 cents and 60 cents through the week. And then it seems to bump up on the weekends. So this is what that boosted post looked like, but I was able to set it up and target it like a regular ad. Now let me see if I can go back. Okay, so here's my audience. Let me pull this up. It'll let me. Okay. So what we did was we have my Allie Rittenhouse website visits or lookalike added to this. And then we also targeted these pages, love all of these people. And then one thing that's great when you target people in the United States is that you can, so Canada and United Kingdom were not included in this really, in this figure. It was just the United States people. But the home types are something that we wanted people that were like living in a single family home and with these values, so that we were, because targeting a specific city and stuff like that doesn't make sense when you're trying to reach the entire United States. So that was the way for us to be able to easily break it down. So before boosting posts, you couldn't run a Facebook ad just by clicking the boost button. You couldn't detail it. Now, when you click the boost button, you can start to customize this info, but by nature of habit, I still come into the manage ad section and create a new ad and send it to a post. It's the only time under the manage ad section that I will create a post straight here. Otherwise, I use the Power Editor, and we'll go into the Power Editor in a minute. So let's go ahead and click on the create ad just to show you what I do to boost my post. So I will obviously click on boost your post. I don't promote my page. I'm not really interested in, I mean, you could send people to a website, but that's where I would pay for the conversions on my website. I wouldn't boost a post for that or go with any of these other options. Really boost a post or get video views would be the only two options out of this that I would do. Now, if you were having a local event or anything like that, or you want to reach people near a business, then you might use some of those offers. But I've even had the claim your offer not work very well. So I don't I don't really use any of these. I only use Boost Your Post and Get Video Views. And actually, I use those more infrequent than I use the Power Editor, because what I like to pay for is conversions. I want to know that when I'm paying, there is an email sitting in my email marketing system for that. I don't want to pay for likes. I don't give two shits how many people like my Allie Rittenhouse page. And the reason for that is because Facebook's not showing half of the people what I want them to see anyway. So what I can control, my environment that I can keep stable and keep showing people and in communication with them, is my website and my email list. So that is why I don't waste my time on the other stuff. So if you want to boost your post, we're going to click Boost Post, and then you would find your page. You probably don't have as many pages as I do, and that's okay. And then you would find your post that you are wanting to create the ad with. Let's go ahead and just do this one again, since I just recently had shared this for the webinar. And it's going to say it's better if I use video views, but for the sake of just showing you how to set up an ad, we're going to go ahead and click continue. And the reason that I don't like running actual ads through this section without using the Power Editor is because you're really limited on the characters that you can put into your ad. If you want a really long post, which normally convert better, where you have like a couple of links in it, then I recommend either creating the post and then boosting it like this, or going through the Power Editor that I'm going to show you how to do. So we've got our page, we've got our post. Right here, we could pick our custom audience that we have set up, where I showed you at in the audience area. And then from there, we just build out, who are we targeting? I know based off of my ideal customer that I'm going to target 35 to 43. I'm only going to target women, and I'm only going to target people that speak English, because I don't speak any others. I speak a little bit of French. Oui. Je m'appelle Alicia. And then the really important part of running any ad is the interest area. When we were over in the audience insights and I was showing you the different pages that people like, this is where you're going to enter in how you want to target that person. So Marie Forleo, boom, I can target her. And then it's going to list some other people that are suggestions. And you can just search for the pages that you want. And that's why having a Google document that you can refer back to or list someplace handy allows for you to, target those people if you're not going to target them all together, or you create the custom list. It makes setting your ads up just a little bit less, takes a little less time to do it, right? So once you have all of that done, then what you're going to do is you're going to set your daily budget. I don't really use the scheduling. I start and stop them all on my own. I let it run continuously until I stop it. And then this is where it shows you what your ad's going to look like on Facebook. So I normally also turn off the desktop right column and only run my ad on desktop newsfeed and mobile newsfeed. I have found that my people respond the best to those. You have to test it out for yourself in your own business. Then you can select the pixel. So it would be the Success Kit webinar, because that is what we are promoting. And now I would be ready to place my order and submit this. Or you can review your order and look at everything, before you place order. And that is how you can boost a post, and you're pretty much going to walk through the same steps to set up a video views post. Seems pretty easy enough, right? And there's more information in the Success Kit about running Facebook ads. So like setting up your images and stuff. With this, because we are boosting a post, we're not really worrying about images. You do still, even if you're boosting a post, you have to be with less than 20% text on your image. And if you Google Facebook ads, text grid, and here is the grid tool. And so what you would do is you would find your image. You can copy this URL. It's facebook.com. I'm pretty sure it's in the success kit too, /ads, /tools, /text_overlay. And then you upload your image here, and it will tell you if it'll pass the 20% rule or not, so that you don't have to worry about wasting time. And you just click the boxes of where the text shows up on that picture, and it'll say too much text or you're good to go. So that is a really helpful tool to have when running Facebook ads. I don't think we have any questions so far, but I'm going to check real quick. Okay, so now let's go into the Power Editor. This is scary to some people, but it doesn't have to be. You really aren't going to muck things up too much. The reason that we like the Power Editor is because it just gives you a lot more functions and features. So the first thing that you want to do is you want to come into the Power Editor. You want to click Download to Power Editor. You want to select the page that you want to download from, and then you want to click Download. This is syncing up all of our ads. Why they don't put all of this info into the ads manager is beyond me, but that's just the way that it is. Let's see if we can bring up my most current ads in here. It's almost like it's frozen and doesn't want to work. Maybe I can't search by that anymore. At any rate, let's go ahead and just show you what to do. So we've got the manage ads, the audiences again. You just downloaded all the info. You've got your image library that shows all images that you've uploaded ever to Facebook so that you can access them for advertising. And your reporting is where all of your info is. Okay, so that's where they moved it to, versus it being on that main page now to access it. So now we can go into this ad that is running ongoing, and we can see there. We can kind of see all of the info about this ad. Now you can see that the lifetime cost is $1.86 per conversion. But with my new, with the new ad set that I've been running, it's converting at whatever it was, 70 cents or whatever. So that's what it was previously. The total life of the entire ad, that's what it's converting at. So it's went down 70 cents as an average, and that's really good. And we've added 685 people with spending $1,200 and something so far. Yeah, almost 1,300 to get almost 700 new ads. And I would say that's probably, yeah. So that's been over the course of 6 months time. So, it has been very, very well worth it if you are asking. Very, very well worth it. And then your page post. These are the posts in here if you wanted to see your reach and boost them and stuff. And then your tools are your campaign dashboard, your conversion tracking, and all of that. So it's laid out a little differently than the other section, but basically has all the same stuff. I really don't know why they're not combined, but as I said, whatever. That's just the way that it is. So let's go ahead and create your ad in the Power Editor. The first thing that you're going to do is you're going to click the Create the Ad. And if you don't already have a campaign, you can just start, you can click Create Ad and it's going to walk you through creating the campaign and choosing the ad set. So you can create the new here. Campaign is Test Webinar. And I just normally leave it at auction. I don't do the fixed price. And our objective is we want website conversions. Literally again, website conversions, video views, only 2 types of ads that I run. That's it. Post engagement doesn't really get me anywhere. Page likes doesn't get me anywhere. I want hardcore conversions or product catalog sales or video views. And really, I haven't actually used this one yet because most of the sales happen in other ways. So website conversions it is, and then you want to create the ad set name. Your ad set is where your targets are, what pages and stuff that you are targeting. So this goes with the test webinar set. And then your ad name is for the individual ad. So this is, again, webinar ad. Number 1. And so if you're going to create multiple ads, you want to have them each with individual names so that you can keep track of which ones are working. So if I was targeting a specific person, this one might be female entrepreneur. Actually, no. This would be ad number 1, and the ad set would say female entrepreneur because those are the people that we are targeting. And then your ad number 1, if you have like 5 ads that you're testing out, that's where you would want to differentiate. Maybe this is red bar Paris image. So you knew what the ad was. And then you can use your existing, you want to find the Success Kit webinar. Remember, that's the one that we selected before and it's active. You select it. So now you've got everything pretty well created. Now it's time to build out your ad. And you would click Create. Now from here, you would pick your Facebook page that you want the ad to show up on. You can decide that if you want a single image or video, or you want multiple images in a carousel. I have not tried this. I've seen some people doing it. Not a big fan of it. So I like to stick with the easy peasy and just do an image or video. You can also select to pick one of your posts here, just like you did before. Pretty simple explanation there. The website URL is where are you sending these people to? So for the webinar, let's say they were going to, what's it? LARightNow.com Success Kit webinar. That was the landing page that you either enrolled in or others enrolled in. So that is the URL that we are putting into our ad and where we want to send people to. It already pulled up my image and my description, but I'm actually going to replace that text. So the display URL, that is, let's put it to, you can put anything you want here. Click here to, and then the text is what your post is. So this. You can put as much as you want here. I also recommend like putting in links so that they can either click down here or they can click directly in here. And I like to make sure that there's at least one link showing before the see more content, right? So if we were, oh, it's not going to show us the see more because it's going to show us all of the content. But I like to have this link in here up towards the top of the content so that people can really easily click on that. And then your headline, this is your headline. It's going to show up right under the image and the description. Live, I'm using all caps because it's easier. Event on Saturday. You must sign up for free. And so you can see where it's filling it out right here on my ad, right? Then we're down to, we can either select a video and upload it. We can select one that has already been uploaded, or you can go with an image. And let's pick an image from the gallery. We're going to pick the Success Kit image. Now, if the image is cut off, and like you can see that the monthly is kind of cut off, what you would do is go to crop image. And we're going to move it so that you can see this white box. We're going to move it so that the whole monthly marketing success kit shows up. And click done. And it easily tells you what size of image you need to have here. If you want to create a call to action button, which I recommend doing, we do it all the time. It helps people take more action. You can click download, learn more, sign up. I like to use the sign up because it's telling them sign up right now. So then that gives them a button that they'll be able to sign up with. And from here, see there it showed up. It's a little delayed. Now you can see that the ad is really starting to come together and look like a for real ad. Once you select, oh, we already selected, but we've got 2 selected, so we're going to cancel that one. We'll deselect them on here, I guess. Why? Okay. So now we've only got, now we still have multiple ones selected. Dear goodness. The other one is picked because we selected that when we were first signing up with the ad set, but we don't want the other ones using it. So you can just go in there and remove them. So now we have our ad pretty well put together. Once that is done, we are ready to target through our ad set. So let's click on. Okay, so now we have clicked on our ad sets right here, and now you can see them over here. And this is where we are going to go through and select the people that we target. We've already picked our conversion pixel, so you're good there. You want to determine your daily budget or the lifetime budget. Remember, I like using the daily budget. It seems to just work better. And then once I leave it scheduled until I end it on my own, and then you come to your audience, and just like you did in the other section, you are going to pick who you want to target. So you can pick your custom audience here. I'm going to do my reach again. We only want to target 35 to 45 or so. We'll go ahead and leave it at that. And then you click save. And your ad is, it's ready to upload. It's done. You've created the campaign for it. You have the ad set done. You have your target, which, you know me, I like to uncheck these, the right column in the audience network, so that it only shows up on mobile news feed and desktop feed. So your ad is ready to go. Then to make it live, it's not live yet. It hasn't even been submitted. In order to do that, what you have to do is you have to click on upload changes. Once you click on upload changes, it's going to tell you what is new, and you're going to click continue. Now, I'm not going to click continue because I don't want to upload this fake ad to my page, but that would be then it. Now, if you wanted to make changes to the ad, you would change it in here and you would click upload changes again. If you create anything outside of it, you have to do the download and then you have to do the upload. So it's a little confusing because you have to click download each time you come, and you have to click upload before it will be submitted. And then it will show in the other ad manager section and not just in the Power Editor like mine did. But you have to start here creating it. Now, if you wanted to test different ads, there are duplication buttons. So you can easily duplicate this ad, make a couple changes to it. You can use the same campaign, you can use a different one, or you can create a new one. So once you have one ad set up, you can multiply them and test different wording or images to see which ones convert better. And you can do the same. You can copy the ad sets here and you can target different people. So if you were only targeting one person per ad set, you could duplicate it, keep the same campaign, click create, and then you come to your ad set and you're going to change the person that you're targeting. So, and then just target the Female Entrepreneur Association or just target Marie Forleo. And so that is basically everything that will get you started running Facebook ads. Do we have any questions on that? Did I go through that too fast? Did I blow the hot pants off of your business like I promised to do? Let's see. So I went a little over the 90 minutes. I apologize. But whew, that was a lot of good content, was it not? All right. I am going to, let's see if I can do this. Wow. The lighting has shifted since I'm going to turn. My batteries are dying in my light because I left it on the entire time. It's like, no, Allie, you talk way too much. They weren't fully charged, so it's my own fault too. But okay, so how is this week going down? What we are going to, hold on, I'm going to shut this blind real quick. That might have made it too dark. No, not too bad. Okay, so how this week is going to go down is starting on Monday, I am going to walk you through every single day of the Success Kit. So we're starting with Monday, then going into Tuesday, and so on and so forth. And your challenge is going to be different for each day of what to do. Then at the end of the week, we are going to announce some winners of some really awesome prizes that I will announce each day for each person. Not each person won't win, but one person that participated in the different days and the different challenges will get put into a hat, and then we're going to draw for the really cool prizes. So if you do all 5-day challenges, then your name could be put in there 5 times, and that ups your chances of winning. And then at the end of, okay, so then that gets us to all through next week. Every single day, it's probably only going to be 20 to 30 minutes or so, where each day we cover the Success Kit, but I want to be there to answer any questions that you might have as you start to dive into it. And then from there, you're going to learn how to monetize your ideas with another webinar. And then once you know how to monetize your ideas, we are going to take you through the converting potential leads into paid customers video series. So those are the next couple of things that are going to be happening once we get through the Back to Business Challenge this week. Now, the Back to Business Challenge is to get you being more consistent in your business, to get you started really building your own success, because nobody else is going to build it for you. You have to start to build that up. Nobody paved the way for me in my business. No, but I didn't have, when I was a single mom, I didn't have funds to support me. I literally had to earn those funds all on my own in order to feed my daughter and myself. So nobody's going to create the success for you. You have to do it all on your own. And I'm going to show you how to do it all week long. So Monday through Friday, we are going through the Success Kit live. 3 p.m. is the tentative time for every day of the week, 3 p.m. Eastern. You're going to access it through the same link that you are accessing this webinar on right now. And then you're going to go into the Monetize Your Ideas live webinar. And on the end of that, I am going to be talking about how Crazy Pants over here is going to have this crazy idea to give away 20 iPads. 20 iPads. Is that backwards? Do I need to go this way? I don't know. Whatever way it is. 20 iPads. Yeah. In this really cool video kit that is going to give you everything that you need in your business. So you have to attend this week, and you have to attend the Monetize Your Ideas webinar in order to find out how. And with all the other prizes, you have to join the challenges in order to find out what they are. I'm not telling you yet. You got to do the work first. You can't just do the work to find out what the prize, or for whatever, you know what I'm trying to say. It's Saturday, and that 90 minutes, it's actually going on almost 2 hours now. So we were powering it up on Saturday. It says, okay. All right. So it doesn't look like we have any more questions. Have you hung out with me for almost 2 hours on Saturday to learn how to create more success in your business? You rock. You are amazing. Thank you so much for tuning in. That was like the first step in creating your success. Now you have to take action and do it. Do it well. The recording will start uploading as soon as I hang up here, and it will be on this link magically thanks to YouTube. So I hope that you will join me in the Back to Business Challenge and everything else that we have going on. If you are not already a part of our Facebook community, search for Gen XO, and Gen XO Community, I think is what it is. And you will find it. There's also a link in the Success Kit, I believe. Yeah. There's a link right on the Success Kit. So just access it right on there and come join the party, because you need to be in there next week to be able to share your wins in order to win some prizes and to find out more information about what we're doing. So thank you again so much for hanging out with me today. I really appreciate it. You are going to create magnificent success in your business. You're going to create elegant success without hustling for tons and tons of hours. We're talking less than 4 hours a week. So the next step is for you to take action on it. This has been Allie Rittenhouse. Thank you so much for attending today.